Hello everyone, finally I'm back doing a video. It's been a month, sorry about that, but there's not been that much to cover, to be honest, and finally got to a point where I've got quite a bit of stuff that you might be interested in, quite a few pickups. I made the journey to Vintage Gamer finally in Aylesbury, and that was I think that was the first week of May. So it just shows how long it's been since I've done a video. But I hope you're all well. I hope your families are all well. I'm okay. Touch wood for the moment. So yeah, let's get on with it. So what have I been up to? Well, I've been watching quite a lot of these auditing videos lately. Sorry if you see my eyes wandering. I never know whether to look at the screen or the actual lens, so that's what I'm doing. If I'm doing this, I don't know which one to look at. I'm still not used to it. Anyway, so auditing videos. I've been watching those, and I really like them actually. I know everyone's got different opinions on it. You know, if it's right, if it's wrong, whatever, blah blah blah. But I like them and I watch them. So I've been watching quite a lot of that. Keeping up with the boxing, UFC. I've just got the Champions League final on the screen just there. So yeah, just usual stuff. So what I'm going to do, I will start. I've done my notes like I usually do, and with it being the 1st of June, obviously I've wrote a little list of upcoming games for this month, what you might be interested in, some that I'm interested in, from the 1st of June to the end of June. It's not like a bumper month really for releases, but June's always been a bit hit and miss, so right now the last video that I did, if you remember, I was either gonna play Nier Replicant. I'd either started it or it was out the following week. Now you know how much I love Nier Automata, and I've been raving about it. It's one of my favourite games of all time. Blah blah blah. Well, obviously Nier Replicant came out. Now I do the section thumbs up or thumbs down. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rate the game and give it a thumb up or a thumb down, or you might even get one of them, so which is meh, isn't it? So right, Nier Replicant, I absolutely love the game. Now it is a slow starter of the game. You're not going to start the game and exciting, and it's kind of a slow build. It can be a bit of a slog at first because there is quite a few fetch quests and stuff like that. But as the story unfolds, you get to know the characters, you get to know the systems, from leveling up your weapons, your armors, different stuff that you can pick up. There's loads of items spread across the world that act as a currency you can sell for like money, or certain items that you need to make certain weapons, or certain items that you need to progress in the game. It's very much the DNA of Nier Automata, which obviously I was pleased about. But you can definitely tell that this game is a 2010 game. Now, if you go online and look at Nier and Nier Replicant, there's a lot of side-by-side comparisons, graphics-wise, gameplay-wise, etc. And there's a massive difference. I mean, the job that they've done in the detail and the world and everything, it looks beautiful. But please bear in mind, this is a PS3 era game underneath it, really. But yeah, I think a lot of people average this game in about 25-30 hours. It took me double that time. I think it's 50 plus hours. But I was really grinding. I was getting my level up. So when I got to certain bosses or certain types of enemies in the game, I was ready, because I'd done all the work, I'd done all the grinding. Because there's nothing worse than going through the game and then you hit a brick wall where, oh, I'm not levelled up enough. So what I tend to do is, even though it takes longer, in the end for me it's worth it. Plus I enjoy going around the world. I enjoy looking at the little places that I've missed and picking up a lot of the stuff that I've missed, and I can make that item now because I've got this, I can access this part of the world or whatever. Now, I'll look at it this way. I love this game, like I said. Thumb up, without a doubt for me. But if I'm looking at it from a complete new player, a player like that I've never played a Nier game before, I would definitely start with Nier Automata, even though Nier Replicant is kind of a prequel to Nier Automata. I would still start with Automata, without a doubt. It takes those little rough edges off what they learned from when they was making Automata. And again, the slowness of the start, it might put people off, but I beg you to bear with it. If you love action RPGs, you love great, well-crafted stories, great character design, great sword play, gun play, whatever. If you like all that stuff, and you're into your sci-fi and your fantasy games, I don't think you can go wrong with it. But please bear in mind, it is a slow starter. So yeah, thumb up for Nier Replicant. So what am I up to? When I heard this game was coming out, Nier Replicant, it said it's a remake of a Japanese only Nier game. Now when I started playing it, I realised, I thought, hang on a minute, I'm sure I've played this before. And it turns out, I looked on my shelf, and on my PS3 shelf is Nier. But I didn't realise it was this game, because they said it was a Japanese exclusive. Well, it's not, unless it didn't come out in America and it came out to Europe. I honestly don't know. But I remembered it, that the opening, and then the early hour of the game, I remembered it. But the actual main character of Nier on the PS3, they've completely redesigned him. It's kind of like, on the Nier game, it's kind of like a He-Man. It's kind of big and long blonde hair, whereas the remake, they've gone back to the Automata style, the aesthetic of Automata, which makes sense. But yeah, that confused me a bit, because I just thought, well, I played this before. So yeah. So I don't know about the Japanese exclusivity, like I say, unless it didn't come out in America, but it came out in Europe, and it was an American report saying it was a Japanese only release. I don't know. But yeah, it's on my shelf there, so. Okay. Right, what am I playing? Well, the main thing I'm playing at the moment is Biomutant. It seems this game is getting, either people really like it or people don't like it, or there's a bit of a mix in between. I personally love it. I saw this game, I think it was 3 years ago, and I saw the announcement and the trailer, and I thought, that's up my street. The main character looks like a hybrid of Rocket Raccoon and a rabbit, you know what I mean, and a cat all together, so that's a thumbs up for me. I like my action. It's action RPG orientated, which is great. It's set in a post-apocalyptic world. Thumbs up. It just ticks all the boxes. Now, as the years went on, there was a lot of rumours about, they've cancelled the game, and I thought, please don't cancel it, because I'm looking forward to it. Thankfully they didn't, and it came out last week. Now, if you're going to play this game, I would suggest, if you're unsure, do your research, go and have a look at gameplay videos, go and get different opinions, see if it's your style of game, action RPG, etc. The other thing I'd say, there is quite a few bugs. It is a bit unpolished, which is unfortunate. I've had to there's one where for some reason I'm in the open world or whatever, you know, collecting stuff, fighting, and then all of a sudden I'm moving along and I go to jump and I can't jump. I can walk and move, but there's no and also there's no, you can't slash your weapon, you can't jump, it freezes, but just those two actions. So basically, you just go to the menu and I reload my last save. I make sure that's it. There is an auto save, but I make sure that's save. So yeah, go to the menu, reload your last point from, like I said, 20 seconds ago, and it solves it. That's what I've got around it. You don't have to turn it off and restart it or anything. But that's not good. That shouldn't happen. But hopefully a patch will sort that out in no time at all. But yeah, really liking it. It's not going to change the world. It's not one of those games that, oh, it's revolutionises, it's different. No, it's a fun game, really fun. Weapons, upgrades, all that kind of stuff. The character design is really interesting when you start the game. There's all different colours and all different kinds of biomutants you can design. You've got your usual warrior, psychic, magician. You've got your different classes, mercenary, yeah, and all the usual stuff. But I think a big part of these type of games is same with Nier and stuff like that. Does it feel like it fits? And what I mean by that is, when you start the game, does it fit like a glove? Does it feel good? Do you enjoy playing in that environment? You know, you think, oh, I love this. You know, the open world, the post-apocalyptic. Some people might find, oh, it's not my thing, because it's quite colourful as well. But all I can say is what I think, and I really like it. But at the moment, like I said, I'm about 5 hours into it, and it's shaping up quite good. Also, R-Type Final 2, if you remember, I played the demo in one of my previous videos. I played the Switch demo. I ended up getting it on the PS4, just because, like, better fidelity and stuff like that, and it does look really nice. Do I like it? Yes. Do I love it? No. I don't know what it is. I'm just not with a shmup. You must have that, or I want another go. I want to try again. It's not really grabbing me. I've got like to stage 4. Stage 3 or 4. But I never get I'll have a few goals, but I never get just one more time. I'll try one more time. With a lot of my favourite shmups, that's the gameplay loop that I get onto. Oh, I've got to beat my score. I've got to get to further. I've got to beat that boss, get to that level. With R-Type Final 2, I'm not really feeling it, to be honest. But it's good. And like I said, there's a demo out there, so you can actually try it before you buy it. But yeah, good, but nothing special, unfortunately. I've also jumped back into Minecraft Dungeons. Such a good game to play, just to chill and go along, play the levels, get your level your character up, and it's like a relaxing play game, and I really like it. I've restarted it again. I've created a new character, and I'm making my way through that. So yeah, really enjoy Minecraft Dungeons. And if you've got any youngsters, I think they'll really like that as well. And you can, if you're a dad or a mum or brothers, whatever, it's a really good co-op that you can play together and stuff like that. So, and obviously there's no swearing or anything. It's family friendly. So, Minecraft Dungeons, really good. Forza Horizon 4, again, I've jumped back into that. That's one of those games, since it came out, since I bought it on launch, I've always jumped back in and out. It's so good. It's such a fun. It's arcade racing, but you can kind of tweak it to how you want. I mean, you can tweak your car and tune and everything, so you can make it more simulation based if you like. There is a choice there, but I just keep the cars as they are, really, and I just like buy the automatic upgrades, just to make my car go faster, handle better, and I play it on like average average, just above average difficulty. And I just love that game. I think it's fantastic. But there's a reason that I've started playing Xbox stuff again, which you'll find out why I've started playing Xbox stuff again when I do the pickups. So that you'll understand why. Okay, on the Switch, now bear in mind there's about 6 games here, but they're all indie games. They're all kind of shortish games where you can jump in and out of. You know, I'm not playing 6 games and completing them. Literally, I'm doing a level here, level there. You know, just drop in, drop out kind of games, which is, you know, the Switch is ideal for that, isn't it? So, yeah, Morbid 7 Morbid, is it Morbid? Yeah, Morbid, the 7 Acolytes. It's kind of a Bloodborne, top-down-ish, pixel art, dungeon crawler style thing. I like it so far, actually. And thankfully it's not as hard as I thought it would be, because them games can be really tough, especially like with the reaction. I'm not great, like say about my left hand and stuff, I'm not great at reactions and stuff, but it's okay, and I'm progressing, you know, so it's tough, but it's not like in the extreme, it's not in the extreme bracket of those, you know, your Dark Souls and stuff like that. It's not there. It's like this. Moon Raider. It's a great little 2D run and gun ish kind of game. Bit of Mega Man in there. Bit of old school Sega Genesis stroke Super Nintendo 2D, you know, side scrollers. It's really good. Like I say, nothing special, but for the price and stuff like that. Because what you have to do is just bear in mind prices. All these are quite cheap, so bear in mind prices and what the game is and stuff, and that's how I make a fair evaluation of a game. If this game's 30 quid, I'm gonna say wow, it's well overpriced. If it's 5, it's like 5 quid. Yeah, I'll have my money. And then the other one, Kaze and the Wild Masks. This is an old school Sega Genesis style. It's kind of Sonic the Hedgehog, but it's not as fast as that. But it's really well done. You can see, as soon as you start playing it, you can see all the influences, collecting the little diamonds and, you know, stuff like that. You can see it's just there. I understand what they're trying to do. It's a fondness for the old games. For that generation, it's the oldness for those old games, bringing it forward and making it this type of game in like modern times, and it's really good. Cars, have you noticed? I say really good. It is, you know, it is. Another one, Galaxy Champions TV. This is another cheap one, but it's a twin stick shooter, very much like Smash TV. It's all about chasing the high score. There's four planets. On each planet, there's 5 areas and a boss. So there's like altogether 20 levels with 4 bosses at the end of each of the 5 on each planet. Really good. It's a score chaser, and if you like Smash TV and those type of games, I think you'll get a lot of enjoyment out of it. Again, whack it on, 20 minutes, you know, enjoy. It's just one of those. 3000th Duel is a Metroidvania that is okay. I was a bit disappointed. It starts off really nice, and you go along and you're doing the Metroidvania stuff, but then it gets a bit samey, and then I got to a point where I needed to level up more, because I just weren't going to beat this guy or this area, and it's like, you know, so 3000th Duel, give it a try, but it doesn't float my boat really, to be honest, you know. Didn't blow my socks off. And then lastly is Immortals Phoenix Rising. I've got it on, so I don't know if I mentioned this last time, but I'm still dipping in and out of that. And I think I've mentioned. I think I've excuse me. I think I've mentioned how it's a decent port actually, and it's if you can get it quite cheap, it's well worth it if you like it. If you like your open world, if you like your hack and slash style gameplay and about the Greek gods and adventure, Clash of the Titans, Jason and the Argonauts, that kind of vibe, but very colourful, and it's very funny as well. The writing is really good. I don't think I mentioned that last time. The writing and the interaction between characters, even though it's kind of a static page that you're looking at, the dialogue is really clever and it's really funny. It should be that should be highlighted because it makes me laugh. When a lot of the times playing it. Right, this is where we're going into the pickups now. This will be the last bit. No, actually, sorry. No, I've got my little bit of paper here. This is the releases for June. And like I said, it's not a bumper. It's not a bumper month really, but there were some good releases. There's one release on here that is driving me nuts because I've not got a PS5, and only way to play this game is PS5, and it's a sequel-ish to one of my favourite games of all time. So, on the 10th of June, there's the Ninja Gaiden Master Collection. Master Collection. So I think it's Ninja Gaiden 1, 2 and 3, all remastered, redone, DLC, bells and whistles. So I might get that, depends on the price. Some of these remasters are kind of ridiculous for what they charge, but we'll see. This is the game I was telling you, Ratchet and Clank, on the 11th. Dying to play this. I love the remake that they did on PS4, one of my favourite games of all time. So you'll have to let me know if you play it, and let me know in the comments what you think of it, and put a little thumbs up in the comments if you like. I mean, you might never know, it might be a thumbs down, but I doubt it. I think that'll be, from what I've seen, I think that's going to be a brilliant game. If it's anything like the remake, then, you know, if it's a home run. What we have now, and a little surprise one here, Dark Alliance, 22nd of June. Keeping my eye on that. I think that's one I'll get. Everything I've seen of it, I like the look of it. The other one, Legends of Mana, 24th of June. That looks good. I like the art style. I think it's a remake of an older game, but the art style looks really nice and clean, polished. So I might check that out. Mario Golf. That's a no-brainer. I'll be getting Mario Golf. I love the Mario Golf games, and I don't think there's been a bad one yet, has there really? I know it's not been that many, but. And then there's Scarlet Nexus, also on the 25th. I should really download the demo. I know there's a demo on Xbox, but again, I like what I've seen of that. So those are the June. There's no indies there, because I think if you put I was looking at the list. There was loads on the list. A lot of quantity over quality, I think, really. But obviously, there's loads of indies. So just keep, if you're into your indie games and stuff, check your eShop every week, or your PS4, PS5, Xbox. Check your stores. Look at the indies. Anything that you like, anything that you play and you think I'd like, please put it in the comments. I love Metroidvanias, 2D platformers, retro style games. In regards to indie, that's what I tend to go for. Metroidvanias are they're the ones that I go for really. So, right, this is the moment of the show where all my pickups from 4 or 5 weeks have stocked up. So I'll try and be quick. This video has gone on longer than normal, but you know, I can't really make it any shorter, to be honest, but I hope you stay with it. But I'll save the best till last. Always save the best till last, you see. So if you stuck around, you'll get rewarded. You'll get rewarded looking at all these pickups I've got. So, right. So what I picked up, like I said, first last week of April, first week of May, I went to Vintage Gamer, and actually, shall I do it like that? Shall I do it that way? Or yeah, I will. I'll do it this way. Yeah, I'll do the Vintage Gamer stuff, and then I'll do it what I've got in between since then. That'll be easier. Okay, so what I got from Vintage Gamer. Just bear with me 1 second. Okay. Yeah. These I forgot to put these in my pile. Right. So first of all, I got this, which is WarioWare. It's absolutely mint condition. I love the WarioWare games. This is the Game Boy Advance version. I've already put the protective plastic on it, and it just looks like it was brand new off the shelf, and it was a decent price as well. Oh, can I just say, Vintage Gamer, what a great shop, great staff, had a good chat. I looked everywhere. I was like a kid in a candy shop, like Mega Drive stuff, even Amiga CD32 stuff. There was even Japanese PS2 stuff. Anything you could think of, they had something for that system. I went right. He had two or three big boxes of SNES games, but I see these two and on the shelf behind the counter, and I had to get these two. So, but anyway, shout out to Vintage Gamer, and it's funny because me, I'm really sick. Me sometimes I'm terrible with names and faces. I'm terrible. So I go to retro conventions every year. Because of COVID, Retro Revival didn't happen. It happened very early in the year before COVID. There would have been two. They did the first one, and then not a few weeks after, COVID hit, and then everything was off. But every year previous, I go to Retro Revival, which is a fantastic convention, and it's basically on my doorstep in the West Midlands. So, but one of the stalls there is Vintage Gamer, and I just didn't think. So I goes into Vintage Gamer, been in there 10 minutes, and I'm mooching about, like mooching, looking, and I hear this voice, "Hello, mate." So I turns, and it's the guy from the stall, and we were just chatting, and it's good to see him actually, and yeah, so I do remember me from I bought some stuff at the convention. But it's always good when you know someone and you can just have a chat and say, have you got any SNES stuff? Have you got, you feel you can ask a bit more. Like I say, really good atmosphere in that. I mean, even before I got noticed or whatever. Yeah, just a really nice chilled out atmosphere, So if you want a decent retro shop and support them, get down to Vintage Gamer. So yeah, so that's the first one, WarioWare. Now this one, I've been after this for ages, but it's always pricey when I see it. But saw it on the shelf, good decent price. I thought I'm having it, and this is Indiana Jones: The Greatest Adventures, and it's just really good actually. It's really good. Each side scrolling, it tells you like each film. It's a bit like Super Star Wars, how that structure's very similar to that. Next one, another one, is The Legend of the Mystical Ninja. I hadn't played this. I'd seen little bits of it, but I was shocked how good it is. You got your little ninja guy. Is it called Gorman? I think it's called Gorman or something. You start off, there's like little shops and stuff, very Japanese, old school style setting, and then you go out and you do your basic combat and stuff, and then collect stuff. It's your arcade adventure style, but I played about just under an hour of it, and like I really like it. So that's Legend of the Mystical Ninja. Right, is there anything? Right. There's a story behind this item. Now, X-File, when I used to go up and see Marcus like a few years ago, we used to go to a retro shop which we loved, and the owner was a guy called Chris. So we did what we usually did. I went up, we went to the retro shop, had a chat with Chris, bought a few things, and just as I'm going to pay, behind the counter on the shelf was this PS3, and it was a beautiful. Now we're talking about 2011, I would say. So PS3 was still. We haven't got to PS4 yet. So I sees it, and I thought, oh, I've got to get that. But it was a bit pricey. I don't know, Marcus wanted it, and he thought it for him it was kind of a bit pricey, but we really wanted it because it looks mint. And I was on the coach as well, and I can't carry nothing. So especially a PS3, and knowing me, if I'd have managed it somewhere, it'd have ended up broke or scratched or whatever. So, but yeah, so this was the thing that came, wanted it, and he never saw it again. Vintage gamer. So looking around, see these cabinets, the cabinets where they keep the expensive stuff. Cabinet, what's looking at me? This PS3, and it's saying, "You missed out last time, kid. You've got to buy me. You've got to buy me." So I bought it, and it was a decent price as well. It actually did me a good deal on the SNES, the WarioWare, and this. So just bear with me a sec. Do not trust this left hand at all. So I'm just gonna put that like that. I'll try and stand it up. I'm a nervous wreck because I'm going to end up dropping this thing. It's not even heavy. There it is, and it's absolutely mint. I hope you can see. I hope you can see that, guys. It's absolutely mint. There's not a scratch on it. The controller, the red controller, what it comes with, also mint. It's never been used. Not a scratch on it. It's beautiful. So yeah, so that's the story. So X-File, this is a secret. This is a secret I was telling you. I said you'll remember. As soon as I tell the story, I said you'll remember. So there it is, lad. Finally got one. So that's that. Oh God. Oh, I don't want to scratch it. Bear with me. That's hard work. Oh, right. So now there's quite a few Switch stuff here, but you gotta bear in mind, a lot of this I bought with my birthday money, which was in April. A lot of money that I'd saved up for the PS5, which I can't get, went to this, and I've been saving up for 12 months. And also, obviously, it's been like 4 or 5 weeks of stuff that I've accumulated, so don't expect this much stuff in every video, because I can't afford it. But here we go. So we've got, these are all Switch titles, physical Switch titles. We have Golden Forces. Please check this game out. It's so good and nobody mentions it, and I don't know why. 2D action arcade style. Just play it. Just check a video out on YouTube. And honestly, it's so good. Beautiful art style. Great gameplay. Lovely level design. Got a decent challenge as well. And if you love your old style arcade 2D, like Bubble Bobble, stuff like that, Wonder Boy, in that realm of games, check it out. It's really good. Next one is Finding Teddy. I don't even mention this in my last. If I did, you'll have to bear with me. But Finding Teddy 2. Now, I played the first game. The first game's very good. Sorry, it's good, but flawed. It's one of those where you can see the potential in it, but I got about halfway through in the level design. I didn't know where I was going. One of those where you hit a wall and you think, what am I doing, where am I going? And so hopefully, I haven't played this, disclosure, I've not played it yet. Hopefully, this will be an improvement. It's also got a limited edition code on it as well, just for games. But I got that from Amazon. And I think all of these came from Amazon, the Switch stuff. Owlboy, one of my favourite Switch games of the last few years. It is still sealed. I have got the download. I bought the download. I wanted a physical copy, so I got Owlboy. If you haven't played it, check it out. Classic. This is the Super Turrican collection. It has Turrican, Turrican 2, Super Turrican, which is the SNES Turrican, and also Mega Turrican, which is the Mega Drive Turrican. Really good, decent price as well. If you love your retro, your running guns, you can't go wrong. And they've done a good job actually with the play and everything. Nice, decent bag. You got 4 classic games there. My personal favourite is Super Turrican, Mega Turrican. I think the 1 and 2, I always struggle with the distance between your character. Enemies kind of come out of nowhere, so it takes a bit of getting used to. But yeah, Super Turrican, if I had to pick. I think I've got it on cart as well. I'm sure I've got it on cart. Pokemon Snap. Bought this for my wife, but I thought I'd show you if anybody's into this, because I said to her, once you've played it, I might have a try, because I like the look of it, but it's not something I would buy for myself. So I bought it for my wife, and she's played a little bit of it. She's still into Animal Crossing. She's obsessed with Animal Crossing, absolutely obsessed. But she has had a go at it, and she likes it. So. But because she's so into Animal Crossing, any other game, it's like, yeah, I'll check it out, but I want to get back to Animal Crossing, so. I got this, Rack and Ruin. It was only £8. I remember playing this on the PS4, in the early days of the PS4, an indie game, when Sony was promoting a lot of indies. This came up, Rack and Ruin. So I saw it. I thought, £8, I'll pick it up, because it's a decent little game. But it's a download code only. So that's why I've not opened it. I thought, well, you know, I've got the download on PS4, so. But yeah, but £8, I mean. This is it. Bought this for my wife. I think Happy Console Gamer, his wife picked this out of his collection to play, and she really liked it. And what sold me was, apparently it's very like Animal Crossing. So, because my wife loves Animal Crossing, I said, look, love, I'll buy this. So I bought that for her. She hadn't played it yet, but that's her next game. Well, I thought I'd show you, because can anybody comment? Is this Harvest Moon? Or is it related to Harvest Moon and they just changed the title? Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town. But I also know there's another Story of Seasons, Friends of a different town. So, but yeah, to be fair, because I like Animal Crossing, but when I completed the main campaign, I was kind of done with it. But I might even look at that myself. And then this came on day of release yesterday, Friday. Remember when I was mentioning Wonder Boy? Well, this, not even played it yet. As soon as I've done this, I'm gonna go up to bed, get the video ready, and then have a couple of hours on it, I think. Really looking forward to this. And I didn't know that it actually comes exclusive bonus game included, Monster World 4, which is cool, isn't it? Because that's the classic as well. I'll be interested to compare and see, have they added to it or took something out of it, or what they've done to it. Same with how they did with Dragon's Trap. And the thing about, I don't think this has got it, but the thing I loved about Dragon's Trap was that when you could press the button and immediately switch from the new graphics to the old graphics, a bit like the Master Chief Collection, where you can have the old Halo, press again, then the remastered Halo. I hope they've done that. I don't think they have, because I haven't heard anything. But we'll see. But yeah, this Metroidvania, Wonder Boy, Monster Boy, just ticks all my boxes. Yeah, original game version included. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about being able to go back and forth with the old and the new. But I'll let you know what I think. Right, these are the big ones. Now, I paid for these. I mean, 2 of these I paid for. Oh God, it's got to be last August. Must be. All this stuff what's coming out is limited run. There's three things, but they all came this week. It's like buzzes, you wait for ages and they all come at once. These haven't been opened, they're still in cellophane. I don't want to mess about last time like I did. Like I say, I struggle holding stuff, and so getting a knife and doing it'll just be a complete shit show, pardon my language. So what I might do is I'll show you them, what's still in the cellophane, and then in the next video, when I've had a good look and I can have a see what's in, because I can't remember what's in. I think there's like exclusive covers and cover art, and there's different things. But what I'll do, I'll show you them, and then between now and the next vid, I'll have a look at them, and then I'll try and display it for you and try and do an overhead view. I'll sort something out. Basically, you will see what's in the boxes, but just not yet. So the first one is, and it looks like a PC game, Shantae, Risk is Revenge. But I played this. I've got this on download. Played this game. I think I've completed it twice. The original and the director's cut. If you're a Metroidvania fan, you love cartoon style artwork, great level design, lovely story. The Shantae games are fantastic. Hence why, even though I've played and completed them all, apart from one of them, I've not completed one of them. Yeah. The Shantae game's fantastic. So yeah, but you see it's still cellophane's still on it, and I'll probably have a look at it tomorrow. It also came with 2 little see what I mean? 2 little cards, pixel art and standard modern art of the modern Shantae games. Put those there. And then this is the other from Limited Run, and these both came today together in the same box, so no prizes for guessing. This is Shantae. This is the original, the first game that came out on Game Boy Color, and in this box is the Game Boy version. If I remember, I don't think it's the actual Game Boy card, but it's mocked up to look like a Game Boy Color game. I think that's what, if I remember rightly, what I ordered. So there's when I said there's one I've not played, this is the one that I ain't played. And I know it came out on download a couple, because it popped up on the eShop about 3 weeks ago. And I said to my wife, I said, the first Shantae game's come up there, I might get it. And then I remembered that I'd pre-ordered it. It's that long ago. Because when you get limited run, I personally think it's a good thing how they do it, because when you order it, you pay the money straight away. So when you get it, you paid it already, At the time it's not, but it's great when it turns up at your door and you go, and you forget a lot of the times. So, but yeah, that's the other one. Now this is the big one. Now this particular item I got from Limited Run. Basically, I looked on Amazon And I thought, it's not there, I can't get it anywhere. Because I'm sure, when I saw this item, I thought, surely Amazon had put it up. Didn't find it anywhere. Now, since then, this particular item, I checked Amazon today, just as a fact check, and it is available for pre-order for the 9th of July. But I've got mine now. I got mine early last week. And I still haven't played it because this will give you a clue. I needed one of these. It's a little plug. So what is it? I'll show you what it is. This is the main one that I've been yapping on about. Bear with me a sec. Jesus. That's it. Here we go. It's the Sega Astro City Mini. Been wanting this for as soon as it was announced, because I've got the PC Engine one, I've got the SNES Mini, the NES Mini, Sega Mini, every Mini, apart from an actual Mini Cooper. But yeah, so I've got the Minis. Yeah, the Astro City. I've been really impressed with it. It feels quite good quality actually, because I was a bit worried about the actual stick. But no, it's got the good quality buttons, and I think they've used the proper stuff rather than just like half-assed it or whatever. I'll give you a read of the titles. I mean, to be honest, there's enough decent titles on here to warrant the purchase, because that's my main thing. As soon as it was announced, I thought, yeah, but what games are on it, and are they their own ports, or are they arcade? Are they ported from the arcade or from the Genesis or whatever? But it is like the Sega arcade stuff, you know. But I need to play it more and make sure that they're not the ports. I need to go through them one by one. So yeah, the title list. Here's all the games that are on it. There's 37, which ain't bad. I mean, they could have done 50, couldn't they? Rounded it off to 50, but 37. So, Virtua Fighter, Space Harrier, Radmobile, Fantasy Zone, Altered Beast, Golden Axe, The Revenge of Death Adder, Alien Syndrome, Alien Storm, Wonder Boy Monster Land, Wonder Boy Monster Lair, Shinobi, Shadow Dancer, Cyber Police eSWAT, Crackdown, Gain Ground, Quartet 2, Puyo Puyo. Bear with me a second. Puyo Puyo 2, Columns 2, Stack Columns, Bonanza Brothers, Tant R, Ichident R, Scramble Spirits, Sonic Boom, Dotori Kun, Flicky, Sega Ninja, My Hero, Arabian Night, Dark Edge, Cotton, Alex Kidd with Stella, The Lost Stars, and then it says Scramble Spirits again, so I think that's a misprint. We put Scramble twice. So that's that, guys. So sorry it's been long, but I'll be going at like 100 miles an hour to fit everything in. So I hope these have surprised you and what I've got. Just trying to think if I've got any other. Yeah, I have got a limited run coming. I'll tell you what it is. I don't know when it will come out, but I have already ordered it and paid. I've got. Do you remember the Castlevania collection that came out as a download? Well, limited run are doing a physical version, and I ordered that either last week or the week or the week before. So that'll be in about 6 months or whenever. I think that's it. What I've got on order. Before I go, when I was on about that Xbox stuff, the reason that I've been on about Xbox is because I can't get a PS5 anywhere, right? Annoying, yes it is, but it is what it is, isn't it? So I was going to get an Xbox One X, but I thought no, I'm going to get an S. I thought I'll dip my toe in. I'll dip my toe in the next gen. I won't dive in. I'll dip. So I dipped, and this is what I dipped in. It is an empty box, so it's not heavy. There it is. That's the S. I've got the S. I think it was $250, which is it's decent actually. But when I got it, I thought, go on, I'll get it, and I wasn't like excited, to be honest with you. But I thought I'll get it, and you know what, I'll see what it is. I'll get it, and I won't judge it. I'll see. Do you know what? I've been really impressed with it. It's really shocked me how good it is. The games look great. The ones that it's enhanced for, the X and S games that are enhanced, look great. Forza Horizon looks absolutely gorgeous. Really does. But the big thing for me is it's so simple, but it makes such a big difference. The loading, having the solid state drive, like all your back catalogue, all your loading now is a lot smaller. So let's say a game takes 20 seconds. Let's say 20 seconds loading between levels, whatever. The SSD would do it in about 4 or 5 seconds, if that. It takes about 3/4 off, I'd say, on average. Might be a bit more, a bit less, but yeah. So I've dipped my toe in that, and that's why I've been back on Game Pass, Minecraft Dungeons and stuff like that. So, been really impressed. So, obviously the next thing will be the X or the PS5, but that'll be like ages off. But yeah, I thought, go on then, dip your toe in. So, you know. Anyway, I will try and get a video out a lot sooner this time. I'm so sorry for taking so long, but I just don't want to make one for the sake of making one and half-assing it and going, hello, you know, you shouldn't be doing it if you think like that. So, but yeah. So as usual, thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in. Leave comments, opinions, whatever you think about gaming, what you're playing, what you want to play. Is there any games in June that you're gonna get? Is there anything that you played over the last few months that you'd say June you might like, or you recommend? Or my wife, she loves Animal Crossing stuff, that kind of stuff. She loves puzzle games, Animal Crossing. So anything like that, just put the comment down and be much appreciated. Thanks again, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, mate. Bye bye.